What's up, you guys? Hope everyone's having a great day. Just remember that God loves you. It's gonna be a very quick one. I just it hit me the other day, and it's not. I'm not talking to you. We're all just talking to each other. Um, hurt people hurt people. The original hurt people who then hurt people are the fallen angels, the seraphim, whoever these original fallen watchers, the 200, whatever, who rebelled against God. And whether you want to believe that they were in the right or God was in the right, it doesn't matter. Somebody did something to you, like let's say kick you out of heaven for your insubordinance. And instead of taking it up with the guy who did that, who kicked you out, what do? You go and hurt someone who is still in his image, but it's not actually him. So instead of fighting your dad who hurt you, instead of fighting your mom or your stepmom or your stepdad, your coach, instead of hurting your boss, instead of going after your childhood bully, you get mad at someone when they cut you off in traffic. You get mad at someone when you're in a grocery store and someone's a little too close to you and you take it out on them. Someone who doesn't really mean you harm, you don't know you just take out your problems on someone else. The originators of that are the seraphim, or the original angels who became demons, who then mated with these human women to create these Nephilim. They were the heroes of old, the men of renown. The original hurt people starts with them. And because they did it to you, now you do it to someone else. It's time to fucking and finally break that cycle, you guys. Stop going after people that aren't really your problem. And I'm really just talking to myself right now with my anger issues and with my explosiveness and with my, the way that I deal with people that, well, because you did it to me, well, then I'm just being petty with you. I really don't mean you any harm, but I'm just being petty to you to show you how stupid you look and what you just did looks. And I'm 33. This is going to be very pathetic as a 40-year-old, as a 50-year-old, as a 60-year-old. Nobody cares if somebody hurt you. So I'm really just talking to myself at this point. The reason why that story or that verse says that they were the heroes of old, the men of renown, about the Nephilim who were in those days and also afterwards, is because the Greeks didn't come up with the story of Hercules. They heard it from the Persians, who heard it from the Babylonians, who heard it from the Mesopotamians, who heard it from the Canaanites, who heard it from the Sumerians, who heard it from the Lemurians, who heard it from the Atlanteans, and the other early man groups. There's an original story of a demigod, so to speak, who did these things. And in your language, his name is this, and in your culture, his name is this, and in your religion, it's named this. But it's the original story of someone who overcame different trials and tribulations. That's a theme. All that to say that stop hurting people. Stop going about your day and wanting to cause problems to people just because problems are being inflicted on you. It is 2026. We're only 14 months into this administration, whatever. Look, man, if you don't have the money to pay for the laborers that worked on your house and your remodel, don't call ICE on them. Just tell me you're broke without telling me you're broke. Just, oh, well, they're illegal anyway, so, who gives a shit? Look, man, enough of that shit. That's just one example. And what I'm saying is we need to stop hurting each other just because somebody else hurt us. So I'm going to go about my day. I hope you go about yours. And I love you even if we don't even meet or if we don't ever interact with each other. I love you. I'm glad you're still here. I'm glad we're all still here and we're able to fight and we're able to talk about it and we're able to stand up to the oligarchy and the entitled establishment. I'm really glad to see you. I'm really glad that you're here. God loves you and he wants you to know that. Have a great one.